come prep for a busy weekend with me. We were having soup this night and I wanted to have some bread with the soup, and I knew I needed to make rolls for later in the weekend for pulled pork that I was making. Also, we were just out of bread in general, so I decided to use one recipe and make both items. You can see here I just used warm water and yeast and added about a quarter cup of sugar till it got nice and bubbly there, and then also salt, about a third cup of oil. I like to use olive oil, and then added my flour in. It's about 3.5 to 4 cups. Don't be like me and forget to add your egg before the flour. And then you're just going to want to cover this dough. I put mine in my oven with the light on because my house is a little bit on the cold side. But if your house is warm, you can just let it rise on the counter. And then I'm just going to divide my dough. I first split it pretty evenly in half, and then I divided the remaining pieces into 6 segments. I like to pick up the pieces and fold the dough under until it gets nice and smooth, and then flatten it out so that my rolls are not so thick. And I find that this gives me a nice round roll, just the perfect size to use for whatever I'm using it for. And then this is the seasonings I added to my bread to make a garlic herb bread. Add a little more olive oil just for a little bit more, moisture, and then just folded all the seasonings into this dough. And then you'll see I also am going to add a little bit of shredded Parmesan to this as well. I'm just going to knead that until I feel like it is all mixed together. And then you're going to see I rolled it out flat and then just rolled it up into a nice log shape, and evened it out. And then I use a knife to make some slices in the top. That just helps let out any air bubbles. It can bake more consistently. And then added this to my pan with my rolls. And then I personally like to add a little bit of an egg wash on top. It gives it a nice brown look when it's done, and just a nice texture. Enjoy!